Hello and welcome or welcome back to the video. So today's video, I'm sure you can see, is all about my new acquisition of the Ruby Charms Creative Companion for 2024. I'm sure a lot of you have seen these before. They've been out for a couple of years now, and I'm sure you've seen setups and flip throughs of them before, but I know that people are very interested in how other people use and set theirs up. So I thought, I've got it, it's here, I'll go through it with you and show you what I've done with mine. Mine isn't a creative use like you'll see with a lot of channels that do little doodles and they sticker and they scrapbook and they colour. Mine is for the functional use of it. So I wanted you to know that it's okay to want this book if you don't want to colour in it and you just want to use it for the functionality of the book itself. So this year, this is available on Amazon. You can also, I believe, get this in a digital format from her site so that you could then just bind it into your own planner. She has released a hardback edition as well. I hadn't had it before. I think the hardback edition runs about £5–6 more than this one. And possibly if I use this and continue to use this as much as I have been so far, I will probably get the hardback version next year, just because they tend to just wear up better and they're a little bit more sturdy for projects. But I do believe, other than the hardback cover, everything else is pretty much completely the same paper-wise and all that. So yours will look exactly like mine, except it may have a hardback cover to it. I have really found this useful so far. I've only had it for about a month at this point, but I am so far using it to death, and I will go through it all and what I've used and what I've done with it. So you will see my pages are clear and uncoloured because, it's not what I want it for. I love the pretty pictures, but I have a million colouring books and I would rather work in my permanent books. So everyone is, in their own journey allowed to do whatever they want, and this is my version. I may, however, write my name in here. That makes sense. I will add Emma into the this book belongs to page, but apart from that, you're going to see these pages stay as they are. You've got a little bit of info in the beginning about your creative companion, a few tips for use and such. It does have an index, which is quite useful, telling you what's already in there. And then she has left gaps in here everywhere, and then blank pages for you to be able to add your index in. And you will notice, very interestingly, all the pages are numbered, so you can do that. I've not really used the index, and I may take advantage later of these blank pages if I find my book is quite full. You've got some black pages here that you could gel out the white lines with. I do enjoy doing that. And then you've a full calendar there if you want to mark off your days. And then we get into it. So you start off with the 2024 highlights, which I've used to write down essentially the main challenges that I'm focusing on for the year. I have here my 10 books to finish for 2024. I have done a video on this that you can check out on the channel, just updating you where I'm at and what's going on with that. Shall we add a bit of light so we can see? That's better. Right. So yeah, I have already done a video updating you guys with this. So I have all the information here that I need. I've got my 11 books of my 10 books to finish listed. I added the pages that I had already done in them, so I know where I'm at. I have been tallying off the pages that I have done for the year. So for January, I'm actually doing quite well. I've got 2, 5, 6 pages done towards my set, and I've just popped on the right here how many pages each book is, just to really depress me because I'm so far off everything. So those are the total pages that I need to colour, so I know where I'm at. From there, I'm also trying to focus on my big backlog of WIPs this year. So I haven't gone by page, I've gone by book. So altogether I have 25 books, which some of them have a few pages in, of WIPs. So I've listed them all, and I've ticked off the ones that I have managed to get rid of. So far, just in January, I've managed to get rid of 3 Forever WIPs books. I think each one of these only did have 1 WIP in them, so it wasn't so bad. So super pleased with my progress there. And then I have my colouring goals. This is a little bit like my colouring... what's the word when you do your New Year's resolutions? There we go, my colouring New Year's resolutions. So number 1, I would like to colour more than I did last year. 2023 was not a colouring year for me, and that is quite difficult when you have a colouring channel, and I'm sure you guys have all noticed, you know, the reduction in actual colouring and colouring related content, and to be honest, even the amount of videos that I put out in 2023, because it just wasn't there. I just wasn't feeling it. I had a look through, and I actually only did 30 pages for the entire year of 2023. So this is what I would like to focus on. And I'll be honest, I'm doing quite well so far. I do believe, and this is the beauty of my book, because I can check things easily, in January I coloured 19 pages. So I'm almost already at my year's target for last year. So I'm really pleased with that. And this book is surprisingly helping me. I wasn't sure if something like this would help or hinder, but so far I'm loving it. I go back and forth. Next year it'll probably be gone. 2, finish some old WIPs. So this is helping me, and I'm already starting towards that resolution. Get as many done in January and February, I say, because after that New Year's resolutions don't go so far. 3 is to add backgrounds to my pages. I can be a bit lazy with this one. I just struggle to be bothered after I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours colouring a page in pencil to A, risk ruining it, and B, spend any more time on it. But I've come to realise that I like gel crayon backgrounds, and although they're simple and plain and not as fancy as some of the more detailed backgrounds that other people do, I like them. I like the way they look. I like the result I get. So why am I putting pressure on myself to create more detailed backgrounds than the ones I want to make? So you will see gel crayon backgrounds from me this year, hopefully on most of my pages. 4 is to finish a book. This is a loose goal that, you know, out of my 10 books to finish, you guys know this is not I'm going to complete these books in any way. This is you know, I'll probably work in these more than other books this year a little bit in a loose way, because I have a lot of books. I colour very slowly, and I want to colour what I want. You know, I'm never in my lifetime going to be able to colour anywhere near the amount of pages that I have. So I colour the ones I want. But a couple of my books are now quite far along in their pages, so it would be nice to maybe finish a book this year. Who knows? Resolution number 5 is colour in a Googly book, because I have both of them. They're amazing and I haven't, so that is one of mine. I would also like to, you know, start on some of my untouched books this year. I have a lot of goals going into 2024. 6, colour in a Thomas Kinkade book. Yeah, because I have all of his book. Well, I've decluttered quite a few, so I have both of his Disney books, and I would love to actually do a page. That would be nice. 7, use masking medium and oil pastels or inks, because I really have used them all of about twice since I bought them. So, you know, it goes into my more backgrounds, and, you know, let's get some stuff done. 8, colour more Hannah Colson and Joanna Basford. I love those 2 illustrators. I have nearly all of both of their books, and they just need a little bit more focus. I really want to, you know, work on some of their pages. 9, join more Instagram hashtags. So I don't know if you ever noticed on my channel, every month I do a colouring hashtags, colouring community video. and I collate as many hashtags as I can find for you all into that video, so that it makes joining Instagram hashtags and the rules and what they need and tagging easier for you as a community. You can go through, you know, copy that list out and work on that for the month of the year. And I know a lot of you do find it useful, and if you never knew I was doing that, you know, check out my latest one on the channel. I'm sure you might find it useful. And tag me for yours to be added on Insta, or, you know, send me a message. Either way, I will add them into the list once I know about them. But I get so busy with things, I don't post my pictures to Instagram until probably like 12 months later. So I haven't been joining the hashtags. So I need to be better at posting and get the hashtags added to my posts on time. This goes into 10, be more organised and get plenty of footage up. So I want to film more content, more interesting content, and especially more colouring, because it's a colouring channel. I've already added a background video up this month, in January, so that one's up in the Joanna Basford Small Victories. I'm already starting to sort out some footage of a Matchstick Mouse page that I did in his winter colouring book, just gathering that all up and editing and voicing that over. And I've already started to film some footage on a Reptiloids page, so hopefully you will see plenty more colouring stuff on this colouring channel coming soon. 11 is make good progress in my 10 books to finish, of course, you know, might as well add that. And then 12, use a planner and stay organised. Well done me. We've started it, we will see how we go. 13, yes, I am on a low buy. There's some jobs we really want to get done on our house. They're big jobs, they're like, you know, roof, garden, kitchen, bathroom, big things. So very expensive things that we're saving towards. So I'm, you know, trying to reduce spending random crap on crafting. And I have so much stuff, let's be honest, I don't really need much stuff, and I'm running out of room a little bit. So, you know, I'm really trying to keep it down. And then 14 goes into that as well. Use as many of my mediums as I can. I am sat in a room right now surrounded by a bookcase full of coloured pencils, drawers full of acrylic paint pens, gel and glitter paint pens, glitter pens, different kinds of inks, distress oxides, I'm trying to read my drawers, gel crayons, alcohol markers, you know, watercolours, metallic watercolours, pan pastels, soft pastels, oil pastels. I need to use them. I need to stop buying things. I am bad for buying things for the channel to show so that my channel has content, when realistically I think 2024 for me needs to be focusing a bit more on using, and then maybe getting rid of some of the stuff that once I start to use it, I maybe don't really like, or, you know, it's just not for me. I'm more comfortable in my crafting now. I'm a few years in knowing things that I am probably never going to like and that just isn't going to change. So that is my list to stare at and keep me on track. This is turning into a long video, I'm sorry guys. Get a drink. Then I have my 2025 highlights. This is like my reminder for the new year. This is videos that I would like to do to update videos from last year. So at the beginning of 2025, you know, I want to do a year in review, favourite supplies and books, redo my 10 books to finish. I always tend to do collections and declutter videos. I'm going to do a stash video, you know, completed pages. For my diamond painting channel, I was thinking of doing a big year in review version. So, you know, they're being added and changed. And then from there, we go into, you get a month plan. And this is beautiful for my channel, for me. These are video ideas, and then I put what I'm going to hopefully post. I'm doing a bit better, but I'm still lagging at times. Then I put a dot when I filmed it, and then a star when it's scheduled to go. And hopefully that will help me add at least 2 diamond painting and 2 colouring videos a week uploaded to both my channels, hopefully. Down here I have a little, you know, for the month, 10 books to finish, how many pages I got, how many whips I got through, my completed pages for the month, so 19 for January, unbelievable, and then my completed diamond paintings and any diamond paintings I added into my stash, because those are things that I add into my logbook. I think I did 3 whips, so I'm already forgetting to add things to my list, which I need to be very, very careful about keeping everything up to date, or it's going to quickly not work. So that is that. From there you have some blank pages, and I've added my completed pages. I would like to be able to put who my buddies were with, what my pages were, what mediums I've used, so that then when I do my completed pages video at the end of a month, they can be quite a bit more detailed and actually show you what, you know, go through the mediums. I've got my diamond painting haul and completed diamond paintings for the month for that channel, my colouring haul, and then my colouring plans. I have started doing colouring plan videos now, so I had to change this because I got through so much that I've shortened it, and I've done another one for February, March, April, even though I was going to wait a month. So this is the books and the mediums that I'd really like to really focus on and get used in that trio of month period, and I kind of ticked off and what I did working and what I used, and I did pretty well. Got my buddies down here, and then you've got your colouring page, and then it starts again. And then what I did is I bought some cheap little page marker tags, so I could tab my pages, and that has been a game changer in this for me. Rather than an index, I love this. So I've gone from January to September, and then obviously just for room's sake ran out, and I've done October to December, and they will all look pretty much the same. And then from there, once you get into the compendium, for me, I've put my subscribers, because I didn't know what else to put, and I had that in my old book, so I just transferred it over. I never really remember to fill it in, but it is nice to see how very, very slowly my channel grows. I've got blank pages that I can do things with. I did keep this one the same, so my cart supply wish list, those are things that I would like to update and add, you know, missing pencils to my sets, the Thule art sets, just a bit of a wish list. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy them. I'm kind of ignoring their pages and just tipexing them out as I go. So I've left plenty blank there because I don't know what I want to use these for, and don't think that I'm actually going to use them for what they've put them down as, but I could do if I wanted to. So you've got lots of different options, and you can just blank these out and change them to whatever you like. And then what I've done is I've got further in, I've got video ideas, so you know, ideas for different videos, and I've left myself a few pages to be able to you know, write more down. And from there, this is colouring hashtags. Now, as I said, I create compile lists of hashtags for the year, so I've got my year longs are here, and I'm probably going to run out pretty quickly of room before the end of the year, but never mind. And then I have January's, and I've already done the January colour alongs video. And then obviously I will do February's, and I'm just ignoring the paper changes and just going with it and making my lists. And then I do believe from there I've got lots of room here for all my hashtags as the year progresses, to keep track and make my videos. And then from there you have a little swatch charts section. I have my swatch chart book that I created and love, so I'm not likely to use something like this, but what I might use this for is projects. So if I've got a project on the run of pencils and I just want to be able to keep track of them, I do that sometimes. I've got a little projects book that I do use. Or if I've got a little trio of you know, a really nice colour blend that I'm loving, I might just use that for those kind of things and just jot them down, because I'm not going to use that as an actual swatch chart, because it's, you know, it's a book I'm only going to use for the year, but it is good for useful little combo reminders. I may even put, you know, my favourite skin combo in here that I'm using, so that then when I am colouring I don't have to grab out my sketchbook, my swatch book. I can just use that. I love that it's got this little colour notes page here. That is obviously, you know, you can put your colours in there, and it's reminding you primary, secondary, tertiary, warm and cool colours, monochromatic, complementary and analogous colours, and you know, how things work on the colour wheel and what colours you have where. And that is a very long-winded version of how I have set up my Creative Companion for 2024. Like I say, I have found this works really well this way for me, and I'm really enjoying it. It does not bother me that I have not coloured my pages in. For you, you may be very different and really enjoy working on these pages. But like I say, for me, I have my books, you know, I have the massive pile of books off to my side that I want to work in and complete, and because of the way these are, I don't get these done quick enough for me to work my way through this book and get it filled. So I'm just going to use it for the creative planner that it is, with its pretty pictures in. And you know, that is an option, and that is something you can do if you want. There are no rules to these things. You do not have to colour it in if you don't want to. It doesn't mean you can't buy it and you have to buy a plain one that doesn't have any coloured pages in. There's still plenty of room in this for your hobby. And like you can see with mine, you can pop your other hobbies in there. There's room. I've added my diamond painting stuff in because they're the two hobbies I'm doing at the moment. I don't want lots of different books and lots of different lace. I want something I can quickly refer to that's going to make my planning and my channel and my hobby easier to keep track of. If you enjoyed the video or you found this useful, please give me a thumbs up. If you are enjoying the channel and you're not subscribed, please do. And apart from that, hope this was useful or helpful or interesting in some way. If you have any questions about it, please pop them in the comments down below. I will answer those, no problem. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.